Alrighty, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the Indiana Chicken Farm. So construction's still going on our new shed. They got the concrete pad down, so they're working on getting everything prepped to be able to start putting beams in and stuff, so that's going to be pretty cool. House, they're still working on some electrical issues that they had popped up. I did end up sleeping in a very nice bed for the first time in a long time. It's a little warm in there, but other than that, pretty nice. So what we have to do today is a lot. We have to, we gotta go pick up a trailer that I'm gonna be leasing, renting, borrowing, whatever you want to say, for today, because we're gonna be doing some harvesting, because we got our wheat harvest that we need to work on, and then the field directly below us, we actually have a contract. Field number 6 here, we're gonna be working on getting that all nice and done. So we got a lot to do. Plus also we got a buddy lending us a John Deere, so we got to go and grab that as well. But first things first, we're going to go get our truck here warmed up. Beautiful, beautiful truck. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab our eggs here so we get all this done in one trip. So we use the backup cam and back up to our main eggs. Chicken's been doing good still, so that's been nice to see. We'll go ahead and stop right there. We'll pick up all of our eggs, get them in the bed, and then what we're also going to be doing is, since the house is basically livable right now, minus the lack of AC at the moment, had some fans able to work, but the AC unit's not quite working with the fuse box, so we got to get that fixed. But anyways, still able to sleep in there for right now, so that's been nice. We can return our camper trailer that we've been using for the last few months, and we can get that taken back, and we can stop having to put payments on it, which will be nice. So that will be good. So we'll get the rest of our eggs all loaded up here. We can do an egg run and return that all at the same time, which will make things very, very efficient, because efficiency is, well, it's not quite everything, because, well, there's some things you can't do efficiently, but it's still a worthwhile endeavor nonetheless. So anyways, but yeah, we have lots of work to do. So if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, it really does help out the channel a whole lot, and so if you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be great and appreciated. Thank you very much for watching anyways. Alrighty, we got that all loaded up. Let's go ahead and get our straps down, and those are locked away and ready to go. So now we're going to use our backup cam here, and we're going to back on up to our trailer, and we're going to see what we can do. So first wheat harvest, we're going to see what the yield is like. It's going to be very, very important, and that's going to let us decide whether or not we're going to keep on working field in the wheat department, or if we're going to do something else. What I'm thinking at the moment is we're going to continue doing wheat, but we're going to do, before we do another planting, we're going to work on all those trees. Plus also we got winter coming in here fairly soon, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. But we'll get all of our field prep, all of our tree stuff done, so hopefully we are ready to go come the next season. But yeah, you can see the field right there next to us. It is ready to go field harvesting wise, so we got a lot to pick up here. So luckily my buddy has left his John Deere where I can go and grab it in town here, pretty close. He's on a trip, so just went ahead and parked it for me so I can get to it. So awfully nice of him to do that. Let's go ahead and get on over, drop off our eggs, and then drop off a trailer, and then we'll check on the our John Deere harvester that we're gonna be borrowing for a bit. These roads sure are very bumpy now that they've added these new speed bumps. Not really my really not my thing, but I guess they were having some issues with speeding and a little bit of drag racing here and there, so I get it, but still, it's like the roads were fine without them, but that's of course just my opinion. Alright, let's drop off these eggs, admire the beautiful Ram fire truck over there, and get to work. Alright, I got about $2,000 worth of eggs there, so certainly a sweet By there we got, let's see, what do we got? We got that beautiful Ram right there. That's really cool. Very nice fire truck. So we'll drop off our trailer here, and then we'll go check on our new harvester. Also, we're going to go ahead and hook up our trailer that we're going to use for our crop today, which is already sitting out front, so that's super nice to see. Take this little shortcut under here. Yeah, it's already sitting out and about, so let's get into the parking lot here. We'll wrap around and drop off our trailer really quick. Back it up. You can always lease it again, but right now it's like I'm not doing any more camping for a while, so there's no need to have it around at the moment. So get that all taken care of. Alright, there we go. So trailer has been returned. Very, very good. Go ahead and get my tailgate open. Love all these new buttons that you can open the stuff with from the inside. Definitely makes things a little bit easier, and we did not line that up at all. There we go. Very, very nice. So we got ourselves our trailer. Let's see here. Can we lower it any? Yep, we can lower it. We can raise it up. There we go. Just to make sure we're not scraping my bed. Brand new truck, and I don't want to scrape it, that's for sure. So keep an eyeball out in the back there. Yeah, we got plenty of clearance to work with, so that's what I wanted to see. So this is going to be my grain truck for today. Another reason why I got this is because I needed something just a little bit more workable to be able to get things done with, and so luckily this is really going to do the thing. So we're going to check in and see if we can get that John Deere harvester fired up, and we'll drive that to the farm here in a bit. Alrighty, so there it is. He left it at the church for us to be able to pick up, so let's get in here. So it's a T560i. Jump on in up here. Ooh, and it is nice. Has a nice seat and everything. So let's get started up here. So right now it's set for bean harvest, so we'll have to switch that in the settings so we're over to wheat. But other than that, it should work out pretty good, I think. So, alright. Ooh, it's pretty peppy. It's actually, I wasn't expecting it to move as fast as it did there. We got the train going, so we can slippy on slide out of here. Nice, what a view. This thing gets up to 26 miles an hour, sweet. Check out the outside look, go ahead and get our hazard lights on here. Alrighty, watch for any traffic. And that guy came speeding up like a nut, so would apologize, but he came out of nowhere there. Alrighty, so we're going to get this taken over to the field, hooked up, and as I said, we're going to be doing double harvesting here, as we got field number 6 right below us that we're going to do the harvest for as well. So double duty here today, but we should be able to get it done fairly soon. I think we got a pretty good header on there, and I just got to catch a lift to town real quick. I might just run, actually, get some exercise. But yeah, we'll just get our truck back and be able to have everything nice and ready to go. So let's see, where do I want to set this up at? Let's go ahead and set the trailer up and everything in my grass field, and then we will get harvesting here in just a bit. Yeah, it should be pretty easy once we get there. Yeah, I'll just set it up right here in the field. That will work out pretty good. There we go. Let's see, we gotta get this lined up just right. And we should be able to attach it very nicely. There we go, yep. And there it is. We are attached and ready to go harvesting. Alright, he says that it does need a little bit of warm-up time. You can turn off the hazards. So we're going to let this thing just sit for a bit to warm it up while I go grab my truck really quick, and we will be back. Alright, so before we actually get to work here, we're going to go ahead and check out and make sure we get what we need for where we're going to drop off our wheat. Because I don't have a silo to store it in, so we're going to check and see what the best prices are right now. Alrighty guys, so we are ready to go. We found the best spot to sell our wheat. And here we go. We're gonna totally get off the line instantly, so let's go ahead and get back online. We got our straw swath, so that way we can go and collect all that a little bit later on, so that'll be sweet. Make sure that we leave just a little bit of that on the edge there so we make sure we don't miss anything. Let's see here. I think we might be able to see what our yield is on the map. There we go. Having a decent yield. Not great. I knew that because of... Ooh, we're starting to miss some. Gotta move back. But yeah, I knew that we were gonna miss... not miss, but... Yeah, I knew that we weren't gonna have the best harvest just based on the... There we go. Based off of when we put everything down, lime-wise, fertilizer, etc. So, kind of knew that was going to end up being a problem there. So, we'll work with it. We missed just a bit over here again somehow, so we will use our drone view here just to follow along. That way we can make sure we grab everything that we need. And yeah, you can see right down along here we get a really good harvest rate. So we're going to keep an eyeball on that. That's going to really let us know what we got going on with the harvest. So alrighty, let's go ahead and get back to it. We'll let the drone speak for itself, and we will try and stay in the lines here. Alrighty guys, we are getting through this pretty quickly. Definitely a nice piece of machinery, I can tell you that right now. So we're gonna get this underneath here, and we're gonna unload. There we go, let that fill up. So that is unloading there pretty quick. Go ahead and get the harvester back on there. Almost empty. There we go, so we need to back up just a tad here. So and grab some more. And there we go. Back to work. So yeah, the yield, definitely you can see on the map there, the yield's been pretty good in the lower portion. Not so good up here, but that's also because we put a very thin layer of fertilizer up here as well. Also, it's wind blown, and also this area up here is right next to these trees. So that's one thing that we're going to need to work on here in a bit, is removal of trees. So that's going to be something that we end up taking care of, and that should help out with the yield later on. So that's definitely something that we're going to be looking at doing before we do any more work on this field here, and potentially combine fields then as well. Try to make sure we get this all in one fell swoop. I think we can. We're going to miss just a little bit of it, so we'll go over here. Yeah, there's going to be one little section we're going to miss. Just a little bit too thick. Yeah, right down here, this is the gold mine area. Right down here, you can see the yield just really starts to go up quite a bit. We're still set on beans, but yeah, we're harvesting wheat. But you can see kind of how much it's harvesting there. It's pretty cool to watch, so we're gonna turn around, we're gonna back up. Beautiful seeing that truck out there. We're gonna go through the bush here. Probably need to clean those out as well, just so we don't tangle up any of this stuff. But yeah, it's real good stuff right through here. You can see how nice and green it is. So yeah, that's what we want to see. So we'll have to work on that in the future. Alright, there we go. We can turn that off. We can go and back up here pretty quick and unload into our trailer. We'll go ahead and take that. So we will work on gathering all the straw up on a later date. We're going to start working on this other field here real quick. There we go. Get that all nice and unloaded. Alright, there we go. We'll put the pipe in here for the moment. And we're going to go start working on doing this field here. So we're going to cut out the field. And then I should have a buddy who's going to come over and help me with the harvesting, so I can run the trailer just a bit. Go ahead and get this on, and we will start working this contract. And we got the... And we totally messed up something there. Hold on. We got that going already. And here we go. So we're going to start cutting out through here and everything. Should be pretty easy to do. We've got it on autopilot to some extent. And then I'll have a buddy coming through to work with me, so this way we can not get tangled in the trees as we go, which will be helpful. Definitely don't want to do that. Make sure that we're over that line just a bit there. There we go. See, it's not really showing me what the harvest is for this field, but it looks like we're going up pretty good there. Already at about 10% full, so I have to watch this. This is a pretty good sized field, so we're gonna have to make sure we don't get stuck or anything, because that would be very, very bad. So luckily I can go run over to the house, grab a sandwich if I need to, and also grab the truck for when I get stuck. It's not too far of a run, just a little up the ways, so we can do that. Looking at getting one of those little not one of those weird run around things. I forget what those are called at the moment. The things that keep exploding on airplanes in the luggage compartment that people keep forgetting not to take the batteries out of. I forget what those are called, but anyways, those things. I'm looking at getting a little electric scooter type thing for when I do jobs like this. That might help out, especially when I'm this close to the farm. That would work out pretty good. Hey, you can see the yield's pretty decent on this field. We've definitely done a lot already just in this one swipe. filling up pretty decently. And so we'll be hauling this obviously for the farmer as well. And then also they're going to give us a portion of the harvest proceeds, so that'll be good. Plus also we're getting about $14,000 just to do this field, so pretty nice payout there. There we go. Luckily we already got a bit of a cutout there from already. That's nice to have. So we can get this all nice and done as we move along here next to traffic. So we will see you when we get done with cutting out here. It should be pretty good. Alright guys, so we ended up running out of space in our combine. So we are going to drop off our wheat real quick, just so there's no confusion over who's who. That car came out of nowhere. So luckily we get a pretty good price in town here, so we're going to go drop it off, and we'll come back and see how much we made in just a bit. Alright, we are unloading again here for field number 6 contract. Almost emptied out. There we go. And back to work we go. Go ahead and put my pipe back in for a bit. So we are back at it, and we'll see how far we can go. Alright, so we got my buddy working. He's hopefully going to go back and forth and let me know how things go. We're going to keep an eyeball out for him. And we're going to get our truck prepped here real quick so we're farther down for him, so that we can go and run stuff back and forth. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job though. So let's run on back over to our truck here. And we will get this thing wrapped back around so that we're close enough to help him out when he needs it, but also far away from him so he doesn't get stuck or anything. Don't need him to get stuck on our brand new truck, so we'll hide it over here in the shade and should be good. So while he's working on all of that and we're keeping an eyeball on him, we're going to go ahead and get our tractor here, and we're going to collect our hay swath and go ahead and get that taken care of. Just get all this work done at a time here. Where is my tractor? Oh, there it is. So go ahead and get that work done. Ooh, got some more eggs popping out, so that's nice to see. Alrighty, get into my tractor here. And wrap it on around. Should be able to fit through here. Need to be tight through the bushes, not too bad. Luckily, as I said, he will let us know when he needs help so we can jump on over and give him some help when needed. So let's go grab ourselves some hay. And we can get all that done all in one day's work. That'd be sweet. Alright, we got that thing working. Let's get this nice and collected up. And we are at work. Watching that thing go up pretty good there. We didn't get a whole lot of this, but still, be nice to be able to grab it and then be able to send it on over to, I'm not sure where we're going to set it at. We're going to have to see what the best prices are for this stuff here as well. Grab all of that line there. Coming on around. But yeah, it'll be nice to have all of this done while our buddy there's keeping on working over at the other field. And we can get all of this taken care of in one day versus multiple days, which would have been kind of interesting, but would have worked. Grab all of this here, so just back up. Go. Nice having these overhead cams. It really does help to be able to see what you're doing. And luckily the sensors and all of these things are absolutely amazing. There's our buddy out there working. That's a pretty cool sight to see, actually. We're filling up here pretty quick. We'll double check, as I said, once we're full, the prices and everything, and we will go from there. Probably run out with the trader really quick before I do that, just to make sure he doesn't run out of space or anything. Don't want that to happen. And he's getting the work done, so that's nice. Luckily it gets a lot easier once he gets farther down to be able to get all of that crop, because it gets a little bit thicker and he doesn't have to turn around quite as often. But yeah, the person wanted to make sure that we were going to go with the flow of the field versus against it, so that's how all that works. So let me park this down here, turn that off, and let me run over to my truck here real quick, and we'll get ready to be able to help him out. Alright, we're going to go grab him here real quick, make sure he's got plenty of space in the tank there. A little farther back than I thought we were. There we go. Right, so there we go. We got that picked up and stuff, so that is super sweet to have done. Go ahead and turn that back off, and we're going to head on over to Buckley's farm here real quick and get this straw dropped off. Buckley's ends up being a bit of a drive, as you can tell. We got to drive all the way down behind downtown, basically, and looks like it's going to be on our right once we get here, so that's going to be nice. Yep, there it is. Very good. So that's where we're heading. Get over the railroad tracks here as quickly as possible so we don't get stuck, and we'll drop this off. Alright, so we made about $1,000 off of the straw, just a little bit over, not too bad. Definitely like seeing that, so we will go and continue picking that up and keep an eye on our harvesting buddy. Alright guys, so we've got, what's his name down there harvesting. We're going to go and grab some stuff out of him here in a bit, but we got all of the swathing done. Didn't get a whole lot of money out of it, but still got it taken care of today, which was nice. So we'll go put our tractor up here along the fence. We'll grab our truck real quick, and then once we're all done for the day, we'll put everything away, obviously. But yeah, it looks like he's gotten quite a bit done and is coming back the other way, so we can go and grab him. Yep, and he's full right now, so we can do that perfectly timed. Alright. We're almost full in this, so that's going to work out for us pretty good. Looks like he angled out just a tad for us. Not a whole lot, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we're going to have to drive through the wheat just a bit, unfortunately, but he decided to do it. Make sure we're lined up here. Alright, so he's back underway. We're going to go... we filled this thing all the way up. The truck is pulling it very nicely. Like how that's working out. Truck has done a great job today with hauling this stuff, so very, very happy with my purchase so far. We'll go ahead and angle out up here real quick. And we will take this off to the drop-off point, and then we'll come back and see if he needs any more help and stuff. I think he's going to have to take off lunch here at some point, so we'll have to do the rest of the work for him, but he's definitely helped us out by keeping our day moving forward, so much thanks to him for helping us out today. And we'll get this dropped off, and we'll double check and see how far we've gotten done on the field progress so far. So right now we're on this road and we are hauling at about 60 miles an hour there. This thing drives nice and smooth. Like that quite a bit. We'll go ahead and make sure we enter the right spot here. There we go. We'll go run on down here. See if he's got anything for us. He might be turning around at this point, so we might have to wait for his next pass. There he is. Scared some birds, not too bad. Go ahead and pull up on him here and get some more of that loaded up. Yeah, he was almost at 80% already, so luckily we got here just in time for him. We don't want to drive off into this ditch here. I can tell you that right now as he fills us up. Alright, and he is full, so we'll get out of his way and he'll get back to what he's doing. Alright, I'm going to drive on back up to the fence here real quick. We'll get the tractor pulled away. He's still working real nice there. So much obliged to his help. He's been getting us done very nicely. Alright, hold up here. And we'll get our tractor put away and stuff. Also need to take it to town and fuel it up, it looks like, by the gauge. We'll have to do that a little bit later. For right now, we'll just get this stuff put back to where we need it. And we will be ready for when we do some cultivating once again. Because we're going to do some... once we do the tree work, we're going to probably do a little bit more plowing around the edges and stuff. And we'll see how all that transpires from there, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Go ahead and drop off our trailer. There we go, and I'm just going to pull up right into here because I should be able to pull my truck into the garage tonight, which will be nice. Alrighty, so there we go. We got all that taken care of. Got 1, 2, 3 boxes of eggs from the chickens, so much obliged to them. And we're at about $95,000 currently. Obviously, we're paying our buddy here, and so he's getting a bit of a wage. It's not too bad for him. I'm gonna go hop in and ride with him here for a bit. I think it's almost time for him to go. Yeah, because he's gonna be needing to head home here pretty soon. So we'll go ahead and hop on in here. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. Just gonna hop in on side. Alrighty, yep, so we're doing pretty good here, like it. So we're going to head and let him out here, buddy. Thank you so much for your work. Real nice guy, nice to have him help us out here for the harvest job here. And now we can get back to the work. Make sure that we get on the line. There we go. So, one thing I don't like about the harvesting is how long it takes. I wish this thing could speed up somewhat, but you know what? It works. And once again, we're going off of our line here. We really need to move over a bit. There we go. That should work. So we'll have to come back and grab that, obviously. So fuel, we're doing pretty good. Again, probably a little bit of nicks in the paint that we're going to have to work on before we... take it back to our buddy, but other than that, it's doing pretty good. Definitely like it. And I also didn't realize it, but if you look at the shape of the field here, 1, it looks like a saucepan, and 2, it looks like Watkins Glen. So that's pretty cool. Definitely like how that's shaped up, Watkins Glen International. And once again, we are veering off to the side, so we're gonna get up here on the cam and we're going to watch from above, so that's where we can get a far better view of what we're actually harvesting here, because that's going to be a little bit more helpful. Plus also, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch around to doing a back and forth motion versus this up and down stuff. I think that might help us out a bit, so here we go. Alrighty guys, so we finished it up. The sun is starting to go down, so everything nice and unloaded here. So we're going to get a final total from the harvest here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and we will take it on back, but we are done. Oh, there we go. Well, we are done for the day, so thank you guys so much for coming along. Very long day of harvest. Hopefully got some neat drone shots, time lapses and stuff, but yeah, it ended up being a very long day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys here next time on the Indiana Chicken Farm, where we're probably going to end up doing some tree work, so we'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.